Peugeot is on a roll. The French brand has produced a string of impressive cars lately, like the 3008 SUV. But now it wants to go bigger and better with this, the all-new Peugeot 5008. It's a 7-seat SUV targeting the likes of the Skoda Kodiaq and the upcoming Volkswagen Tiguan Allspace. It's based on the same mechanical underpinnings as the 3008 and uses the same engines, so the foundations are solid. So what's it like to drive? Well, not surprisingly given how much mechanical DNA it shares with its little brother, the Peugeot 5008 drives a lot like a Peugeot 3008. And that is a good thing because, personally, the 3008 was one of my favourite new models of 2017. I think Peugeot has nailed the brief of what this car is supposed to be. This isn't your old-fashioned four-wheel drive. This is a modern, urban runabout. This is built for the urban jungle, not the outback. So they've focused on making it comfortable on-road, giving it good handling. It's got a compliant ride, and yet it's still got good body control, so when you do tip it into a corner, it doesn't feel like a big cumbersome wagon. It actually has a bit of finesse and a bit of precision to it, which is makes it quite a nice SUV to drive. Peugeot is offering two engine options, a 1.6 litre 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol and a 2 litre turbo diesel reserved exclusively for the top-of-the-range GT model. The petrol engine is good for 121 kilowatts of power and 240 newton meters of torque, while the diesel pumps out 133 kilowatts and 400 newton meters. Both engines are paired to a 6-speed automatic transmission and drive the front wheels. Now on paper the engines don't sound so flash. I mean, a 1.6 litre 4-cylinder in a big 7-seater, it doesn't sound too promising, but on the road it's got good torque, so it actually feels quite punchy, quite sprightly. It never really labours up hills or anything. It's actually got good performance, good mid-range performance especially. Any hesitation is sometimes the 6-speed auto can be a little slow selecting just the right gear for the occasion, but apart from that, it's actually a really enjoyable SUV to drive. Design is a really important part for Peugeot, and you can see it not only on the outside, but as soon as you step inside. Like the 3008, it's got this sort of sweeping cockpit, which feels and looks really premium. There's some really nice materials and some really nice touch points. And it's also got the Peugeot iCockpit with this really small steering wheel. But the big news about this car is in the back. Like the 3008, it's got a spacious second row of seats, but move those out of the way and you have these, a pair of kid-friendly seats that make this a practical 7-seater. Peugeot is pushing for a more premium position in Australia, so has skipped the base level active model in favour of a range that begins at $42,990 for the Allure. And it comes really well equipped with 18-inch alloy wheels, a 12-inch digital instrument panel, navigation, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, wireless smartphone charging pad, surround view parking camera, adaptive cruise control, and autonomous emergency braking, just to name a few highlights. Above that, there's the $46,990 GT line and the range-topping GT, which starts at $52,990. That's a sharp price, and with its polished on-road manners and its stylish and clever cabin, it seems Peugeot is still on a roll.